Good morning, my amazing oils family. I'm gonna take a sip of my wine. Okay, no, not really wine. It is my lemon water. I have decided I love wine glasses. Okay, I've always loved wine glasses. And I've decided why? Why do I have to save my wine glass for a glass of wine, right? Why does it have to be used just for wine? Why can I not enjoy my bubbly water, my lemon water, even my tea? Because my water, it's a little bit warm. I make sure it's always a little bit warm and it's not hurting my glass. And it makes me feel elegant and beautiful and that I am worthy for something beautiful. So that's my little tangent this morning. But I have been going across with you guys the last 3 weeks about my daily routine, right? We started out 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago with my morning routine. Last week we covered my midday routine, and today we're going to cover the evening routine all the way through the night. So some of the things that I do after pick up with where I left off, which was, around 3-4 o'clock, where I make sure that Joe and I just kind of, relax. We do something relaxing. It's our breathing time where we take a break, where we read, fresh air, meditation, reflect on the day, we craft. If we're crafting or doing nails, we love being able to just sit back and relax while we watch an episode of Gilmore Girls, because that's our guilty pleasure. It makes us laugh, and it reminds us how much we really are Rory and Lorelai, and it's super scary. Because, anyways. So after that, that's usually when we shift into our evening routine. She'll start working on some of her chores or some different things. I start heading into the kitchen to try to figure out what I'm going to be cooking, or I'm going to be making while I'm cooking dinner. It's a nice time for me to be able to make myself a mocktail with magnesium, the different magnesiums, powders, and I'll mix it sometimes with a kombucha and with lavender oil, put it in my lovely wine glass so that I am enjoying myself, my mocktail. Or if I really feel like, having it to where it looks like it's a martini, I'll have it in a martini glass. I don't have any martini glasses right now, but I do love martinis. But they tend to anyways. This is more stable. Actually, I do really well with stemless glasses. If any of you've seen me at my house, you know that I actually use stemless glasses all the time for just my water and tea and stuff, because I'm always afraid I'm going to break the stem of stems. I'm a klutz, but I do love the elegance of a regular wine glass. All right, so that's my little tangent there of my mocktail. So I make myself a mocktail and I cook up dinner. I have lots of fun with the different oils. I have not had a chance. I've been tasting the savory summer savory. And I am going to make a marinade, I think, for tonight for it. And I'll let you guys know how that turns out. Super excited. So, I'm thinking about, sorry, I got my brain on food. Pay attention, Kelly, right? Focus. So, during dinner then, we connect as a family while playing a game, catching up on our day, all sorts of things. And then after dinner, that's when each of us have our assigned chores, where we, do different cleaning things and all that stuff. So let's say if my sweet hubby is doing the sweeping or the dusting or the mopping, then he grabs the On Guard spray that I've created. We tend to fight over the On Guard spray. My cleaner spray, because it's my all-purpose spray, right? If he's wiping down the toilets or the bathroom, he then goes and grabs the On Guard all-purpose cleaner, so that he can put a tablespoon in the toilets, swish around, and then another tablespoon in a bucket of water or in one of the sinks, fills it up and wipes down everything else, wipes down, just everything, sprays down the shower, all that stuff. So they each, go to do their separate chores. Josephine usually is starting a load of laundry as well as folding a load of laundry. So that's when she's using the On Guard laundry soap, as well as some vinegar for the softener. There we go. And then she'll add usually a couple drops of lavender with the vinegar, and some of the other oils that can be helpful with, anti-static and all that stuff. So after we do that, after we, and I get charge of kitchen. We used to share a kitchen, but everybody else hustles and bustles in the kitchen, and I like to just take my time, because then I usually have another either little mocktail or make myself a lavender chamomile tea, several different oils, just lots of fun with all of our oils, right? Then, so after that, we enjoy going, my husband and I, we enjoy either going for a walk while Josephine reads, or we read all together as a family. We've been doing that a lot recently. Super fun. And we do some stretching while we're reading together as a family, or something, just anything to be able to make sure that our bodies are relaxed and ready for a good night's sleep, right? Stretching has proven to be able to be really beneficial and helpful with just calming the mind and calming the body to get into that gear of really, focusing on sleep. So then we try to adhere to no electronics past 8 o'clock. As y'all know, I'm not always good at that. But I would say 90% of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, I'm really super good on that, about that. That's why you guys probably don't, most of the time, especially the last 2, 3, almost 4 months. I don't get on any electronics on Sundays. I've allowed it a little bit early in the morning or later in the evening, which then ends up getting close to that 8 o'clock mode, or after the 8 o'clock mode. That's where I tend to sometimes, be bad about that. But I like to really put aside my Sunday as a family day of rest, of just really turning off all electronics, all distractions, so that I am in the moment. And that's super important for all of us to do that each day, to make sure that we do that decompression time. That's why I unplug from everything for that hour with Joe in the afternoon. And yes, it might mean that we watch something, but we're still unplugging from all the other distractions of the world, right? And it gives us a chance to giggle together and to do some self-care together and all that stuff. And establishing those really good self-care habits and routines is important for us with our kiddos, because we want them to be able to have those put into place when they go on their own, right? So then, and part of the reason why I try to avoid all electronics after 8 o'clock is the blue light, all right? The blue light really affects our brain, and the waves that we may not see that's going on with our electronics and stuff is still affecting the brain, and it's affecting that whole emotion. Things are going, right? And we want to start calming that. We want to start just really putting our bodies and our minds into that good, restful state. So giving ourselves different rituals and routines helps lay that foundation, setting our body and our mind up for, oh, this is my cue to start winding down. Oh, this is my cue to start, this is my cue. So doing those different rituals really helps our mind and our body get into that mode. Then part of my evening routine, right after I've brushed my teeth with my On Guard toothpaste and the activated charcoal to help pull out any toxins from my mouth, and to help remineralize my mouth, I will use my foam roller then to just kind of stretch out any kinks and sores and just loosen up the muscles, as well as the wand roller, to like really get some deep tissue, especially I have some serious, sore muscles because of a heavier workout than I probably should have had. So I do that, and then once I slip into bed, I have my little caddy. All right, and we're gonna go through what all is in my caddy right beside my bed. This cool little caddy is a makeup caddy that I think I got this one at Target, but you can get them at the dollar store. Figure out what caddy is going to meet your needs to be able to put by your bedside, all right? So therefore, even if in the middle of the night you're needing something, you've got it right there. So my first line of defense that I do is PB Assist, Terrazymes, DDR Prime, and Kabiba. I take all 4 of these at nighttime. Reason why PB Assist helps with the restructuring of our gut and making sure those good gut bacteria are being redeveloped and done at night while we're in that restful state, because that's super important, right? The Terrazymes, when it's taken not around food, it's really great for soothing muscles, for restructuring muscles, to just give it the support that it needs. Kabiba is really great for inflammation as well as cellular health and support. And then DDR Prime also really great for our cellular support, right? So when we take all of these at night, when our body's in that restful state, our body's able to then absorb those much better to do the work that it needs to do, so that we get that restful sleep. We get the support for our system and our cells while it's doing all of its work, right? Then my next routine and ritual is I put my breathe across my nose, on the bottom of my nose, and I then palm diffuse. I really deep, and that just helps make sure. And I might even put it on my chest, even over my heart, especially if I feel like I had a pretty ramped up day. Bottom of my feet, and then I put serenity and balance both together, again on the bottom of my feet, over my heart, and my palm diffuse. I definitely diffuse these as well, and I sometimes mix in with some other oils to diffuse. Remember, balance, since it already has fractionated coconut oil in it, if you're going to diffuse it, make sure you wipe it out right away in the morning, so that it doesn't gunk you up the little thing in the middle of your diffuser. I remember the name of it, because fractionated coconut oil doesn't evaporate the way our regular essential oils do. So there's all of that. So then other oils, like, Kelly, there's a couple other things in here that you have. Oh, my lip balm to make sure, which, speaking of which, my lips are kind of, it's like getting really low, so I have to use my finger now. Because I don't like waste a single drop of any of this stuff, because it's like awesome. So anyways, okay, so some extra oils that I have in my caddy that are for special occasions and just, because. One, I have a cool dream blend that is a little bit different blend than the actual dream one from convention. Received this as a gift, and I still have just a little bit left, and I love it, especially when I'm at night. If I'm writing or reading, it just helps give me inspiration, but not ramp me up, so that I won't be able to get into that restful sleep. And then, ladies, we're gonna get real for a moment, okay? So I am perimenopause, possibly already menopause, not fully out of menopause, due to, but Kelly, you're so young. Yes, I know. I am, aren't I? But the reason why is because I had a hysterectomy, oh my goodness, 4 or 5 years ago? And so it started to force my body into all sorts of things. Plus there's family history. So regardless of where you're at with your hormonal stuff, sometimes being women, and even our minds, right? We get mommy brain, or we're just not in that mind frame, the same mind frame our husbands might be. So, passion oil and jasmine oil really help me get into that frame of mind. Now, I will say this, jasmine oil for me, I have to know for sure that things are going to be taking place that evening. Otherwise, jasmine keeps me up a little bit, because it just, it puts me in a very nice mode of receptivity. Passion, though, does not keep me awake. It just definitely, I I put it on the back of my ears, put it on my pulse points to just breathe in, to be receptive to whatever hormonal stuff might be going on. It helps balance my hormones and to, again, be receptive to my husband and for us to be able to be in the mood. All right. Now, one other little let's get real hack is that ebb and flow of our hormones, women. Sometimes not everything is functioning the way it should be functioning, right? And we're just not feeling like we're going to be very receptive in areas, right? So I have a sprayer bottle. Also, I have in the pump of the fractionated coconut oil, but this is predominantly fractionated coconut oil with passion oil in with it. And it really only about 10 drops, 10 to 20 drops in this full bottle. You can also have 10 and 20 drops in the full fractionated coconut oil bottle, so that it makes a really nice massage oil that can be very supportive and nourishing, and it gives you yourselves a chance as a couple to be loving to each other, right? And to do some little self-care things and tending to each other's needs and loves and wants. So anyways, those are my evening routine hacks, as well as the not every evening routine hacks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed all that I had to share with you guys. And yeah, I look forward to sharing more with you. Next week is July already, so I want you to be thinking about what are your goals for July? What do you want to hear and know more about? How can I support you and serve you best? And I'll be sending out an email a little bit later today about a 14-day challenge that I am going to be doing starting July 5th, the day after 4th of July. So independence, right? Independence to just like do some hacks with 3 oils of peppermint, lemon, and lavender. But I'm going to send you all the details about that in an email to see if you want to be able to be part of that special group. So till then, you guys have a beautiful and blessed day. Do not hesitate to reach out to me if you need anything, and I will talk to y'all soon. Take care and God bless.